welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today I am bringing you our Birch Legacy, and this is going to be episode number 8. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in with the family. So as we know, we left off the last episode. Raven had gone and seen Michaela and spoken with the ancestors and basically found out that she's Fae. And so now she is needing to learn magic and be trained by Michaela. So they are definitely going to have a better relationship in the sense of clearly getting to know one another and things of that nature. So it is winter now, as we can see. And she is just going to be practicing her magic and all of that fun stuff. As far as Branwen goes, she is still just a little baby. And once we kind of get ourselves a little bit more magic under our belts, we'll probably age her up into a toddler. So I think probably by the end of this episode, maybe we will possibly consider doing that. It's really just going to depend on how this episode goes. So I do know that they have been kind of frisky lately, and if something were to happen where they end up pregnant, I don't have any speculation that that might be the case, but my Sims tend to have a mind of their own. So if that is the case, then we would definitely want to go ahead and get Bran aged up, because I don't want her having 2 newborn babies, because that would, yeah, that's just not going to be ideal. If I wanted that, we would have had twins. So yeah. All right, so as you can see, everyone is currently asleep. It is 1:30 in the morning, so I am just going to go ahead and let them sleep this night out, and I will check back with you guys when they wake up. Okay, so Bran has woken up in the middle, well, 2 a.m., and she had herself a little bit of a dirty diaper, so we are going to go ahead and get that changed. She is so precious. And then we're just going to have Raven kind of love on her a little bit and get her fed. And then we will move on with our day. She is all rested up, so I think she can go ahead once she is done with the baby, and she can go ahead and start just dealing with some of the daily chores. And from there, we can then have her practice some of her magic. So we will feed everybody that needs to be fed. So she's gotten everybody fed up as far as the baby goes. So Bran's good to go for a little bit. And now she's just going to go ahead and go over there and deal with the coop, gathering the eggs, scattering the feed. I don't believe the coop needs to be cleaned, but I will just double check that because, you know, otherwise it's going to turn green, because I have a tendency of making it do that. Oh no, this is clean, it says. So we're good. Perfect. So you can just come over here and collect all the stuff out of here and feed everyone. Akira is just finishing up his rest, and then he is going to have himself a bite to eat and get his fun up, and also get himself a bit of a bath. How are your needs? You're also going to need to eat once you're done feeding everyone. I know you're thrilled about that, considering every time you eat you get ill, but there's really nothing I can do about that. You can't put them away. Oh yeah, we can. I was like, what is the problem here? So she's just gonna put those eggs away, and then I'm gonna have her go on and clean out the spoiled food. I just love detailed things. What does that mean? Okay. If you say so, Akira, if you say so. So I think she's probably like, hi, love, how's your food? And he's like, oh, you know, multitasking, food and games, all at the same time.
Whoa. Yeah.
Well, are you going to clean up after yourself? No? Okay, then. That's good. So he's just having himself a bath. She is already sick because that is the way it goes. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm getting really, really sick of it. So let's summon the familiar. I want to see that. And let's go ahead.
Yibs. Sorpum. Fuck.
Look at that.
Mayano.
Okay, so I am going to need a name for her familiar. If someone would like to give me some name suggestions in the comments below. And on the next episode, we will name her familiar. But until then, it'll just be Nightwind, which is what its original name was. She's just going to have herself the rest of that food, and then she'll clean up. And we are going to go ahead and get her out here practicing some magic. So now she has a familiar that is following her around. So that's fun. She went to the bathroom and grabbed plates. Like, what? Where are you taking them? Clean those plates up. I'm not sure what's going on. Did you get, like... Nothing beats the feeling of crushing that final boss level. Whenever Akira is gaming, he is as one with the universe. Is it safe to say he likes gaming? Yes, he does. Okay, can you please go outside and work on some magic? Scrubberoo. He's like, I'll clean these up, dear. She's like, thank you, because I just have so much work to do, honey. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's try practicing some practical magic.
Springus. Bra. Ha ha ha. Oh, Dirknim. Oh. Whoa. Imba 2.
The chick's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what are we doing? That's Jester. Okay, Jester, you should probably not be in the way of magic. I mean, I'm just going to say that I don't think it's the best plan. She has no clue what she's doing, so that could be very dangerous for you. All right, so she is about 2 out of 9 on practical magic. She's 1 out of 7 on mischief magic. Let's see. We know how to do Repario and Scrubberoo. And Despario. There's a lot that she still has to learn, but we have time to do that. Akira's like, what is she doing out there? Okay, I think you should stop doing that, and you should maybe tell him to go ahead and, I don't know. If I dismiss him, is he going to go away forever? Where does he go? Okay, wait. Did I just let him go for like ever? No. Okay. I was like, I didn't mean to do it that. Like, I don't want to do that. So they're just going to have a little chit chat. And how are we doing? She needs to brush her teeth. Well, you guys can chit chat. That's perfectly fine. But I do think that you need to come over here and brush your teeth because you are being bothered by that. Make friends with the landlord? You don't live in an apartment, so that's irrelevant. Okay, so the baby's birthday actually is here on Sunday. So I'm probably just going to continue playing. Unless she ends up pregnant, then we'll age her up, but... She wants to kiss him. We can totally do that. Why don't you hug him first? We'll hug and we'll kiss and we'll just say, like, you know, what is your plan for the day, love? And actually, Akira, what is your plan for the day? Do you work? Yeah, he does. He's like, I just have to work, love. Like, you know, I'm going to do... Look at them. Ooh la la. He's like, I'm just going to get a little bit of work done here at the house. And then obviously I have to actually go to work. So yeah, I'm just going to work a little bit. And what about you? And she's like, oh, you know, I'm just going to work around the house a little bit and obviously take care of Bran. And he's like, okay, babe, that sounds like a great plan. So he still has no clue. She hasn't told him anything about the magic and her being Fae or anything like that. But I do think she would just say, oh, also, Akira. And he's like, yes. And she's like, you remember how I told you that I was definitely related to Michaela, and you kept telling me that you didn't know, and you know, and he's like, yeah, love, I understand. Yes, what? Well, I went over to her house yesterday, and she has told me that actually she and I are related. And he's like, are you kidding me? That is great news. I'm so glad to hear that. And I think she would be like, I know, I'm really just shocked about the whole thing myself. It's what I thought all along, and I don't know. I'm excited, but I just don't know how I'm supposed to act. It's crazy. And he's like, well, honey, I'm so proud of you for standing up and finding out about your family, and that makes me so happy for you. And she's like, oh, honey, that is the sweetest thing ever. Thank you so much for being so supportive. So she's now told him, and I think she is probably like, okay, this is good. Like, I'm slowly getting there. I might be able to eventually one day tell him that I'm Fae. Maybe.
Kaluba. Mwah.
I do think she maybe worries a little bit that it might change how he looks at her, though. So I don't know if she ever will tell him or if that is something that she will hold close to her heart and let it be a secret, because she doesn't want to screw up what they have. But also she wants to be honest with him because he's the love of her life, and she doesn't feel like she should have to keep secrets from, you know, him, of all people. The whole world, maybe, but not her husband, right? So I am just going to get her to come out here and go ahead and harvest all of the stuff out here that can be harvested. And it looks like they might need a little bit of feeding again, because, you know, why not? And what about you? You're just a sweet baby, a sweet, happy baby. Yeah? She's like, well, I can be. So once she's done outside, I am going to just get her to come in and love on Bran for a little bit. He is, like I said, heading off to work. You actually need to go ahead and do that, sir. Off to work you go. Did you already grab all of the stuff? Wow, that was fast. Okay, so we got 2 eggs out of that haul, and we got 24 potatoes. She's doing pretty good. And now she's, like I said, just heading up so that she can deal with Bran because she is now crying. She's like, hi, sweet girl. Mommy's here. Oh, my goodness. We have a dirty diaper. Let Mommy get rid of that for you.
Oh, laba. Yadras Bobia. Oh. Oh, Balanev. Oh. Oh, Balanev. Oh, Dolphus Polkam. Oh. Oh, Garnoosh. Oh.
All right, so we've got a diaper change. Now let's go ahead and give her a little bit of a feed because I mean, she's probably hungry. And now that hubby is gone out to work, you don't have to worry about getting busted. So let's go outside and work on our magic a little bit more. And just for, you know, oh no, she's not. Okay, great. So we're not pregnant, so that's great news. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and let Bran just live out her life here. Yeah, it's fine. Where are you at? What? Go here. Okay, and work on some of that magic for me, if you don't mind. Practice magic. I think at some point we should probably get her a cauldron, but because of the fact that no one really knows that she is magical, we really kind of can't do that right now. Like if I just put a cauldron in her shed, I think Akira would notice. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain he would notice that really large cauldron. So, not ideal. Why don't you go over and talk to Patchy for a bit? I think she'd be like, hi, Patchy, how are you? How's the garden coming? How does it look?
Flizza. Busharb. Luffy Garang. Kitsune. Yebony Demise. From.
He's like, so where did you run off to yesterday? I didn't even get a chance to really see you once you, stormed out of here. And she's like, oh, I just had somebody to go see. I had a couple of questions. Oh, well, how did it turn out? Well, it turns out that I actually have some family in the next town over, Glimmerbrook. And I think Patchy would be like, really? Huh. That's interesting. Well, does that mean that you guys are planning to move towards that way? And she's like, I haven't really put a whole lot of thought into it. Honestly, I really like it here. I know that, it is a small home, but I think that for now, it really does meet our needs. So I don't think we should have to go anywhere anytime soon. And I think Patchy's like, okay, well, that's good because, I've kind of gotten used to seeing you guys around. And she's like, well, of course. And honestly, Patchy, like, no matter where we go, surely you'll come with us, right? And he's like, well, I kind of really belong here on the farm with the plants and the gardens. And she's like, oh, right. Well, what if we move somewhere that had those things as well? And he's like, I just kind of have put my roots down here, so to speak. So she's like, oh, okay, well, I understand. Well, I guess, this house will still be in the family. So, I mean, technically, it would be nice to have, someone that I trust tending it. And he's like, oh, absolutely. So if they do move, like obviously if they have another kid, they would have to move. Then Patchy could always stay here and take care of the house. And the house would remain in the family because she is a Birch and it is the Birch home. So it wouldn't be like we'd have to get completely rid of the house. It would just be an issue where we needed to go somewhere that would have a little bit more room if the family decides to go ahead and grow. So she doesn't seem to be too concerned or worried about it, and she really, really likes the area. She loves the house itself, so she's not planning a move anytime soon.
Hey, fresh. Oh, oh, Dufka.
She's like, okay, yeah, I'm stupid to think he would actually leave the land. What was I thinking? Well, hun, you weren't. Plain and simply. So, she does have some aspiration points. She's got 2,625. What I'm needing for her is something that she doesn't have to eat. So, because she has that problem where every time she eats, she gets sick. And I was pretty sure there was one in here. Hardly hungry, is that it? Oh, forever full. So she needs 10,000 points to get forever full. What does hardly hungry do? They don't have much of an appetite. Or we could get the hardly hungry for 4,000. So we'll see how that goes. Or maybe I'll just get completely irritated and turn this stupid health thing off.
Oh, Kumau. Room. Huh.
How are you doing? She just lays here and smiles. She's such a good baby. Why don't you go ahead and use the washroom? Thank you. And since Akira is out at work, I do want you going and cooking something for supper for when he arrives home. So we'll get her to cook. She's like, you really want me to cook when I can't eat, but you want me to cook? Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Look, let's do beef ramen. Who doesn't love a little bit of beef ramen?
One neck for Rube. Daily. Polina or beef. Hey.
Nice. Here we go, breaking dishes again. So do let me know in the comments below not only the name of her familiar, but also what area do you think that she should move to? Like if they decide to grow the family and they do end up like getting pregnant with another kid, which area would you like them to be in? Because I think that she would probably want obviously somewhere that is like she's definitely not going to want to be in the city. She doesn't like the city. But I also think that she would want somewhere that would be somewhere that the kids could have people around, and so she wouldn't really want to be in a like secluded place. She'd want to be where people kind of are, so that her kids would be able to have friends and they could like appear to be normal and fit in, right? It's like she knows that she's Faye. She knows that Bran is probably potentially as well, but I could see her being like, okay, I just want us to be able to fit in, and even if we're not normal humans, if we could like pretend like we're normal humans or, you know, appear to be, then that would be wise. So I do think that she would want that. So just let me know what area you kind of think. At first I kind of was thinking maybe Newcrest, but I don't know. Like if you look at our map, let's go ahead and go, I'll show you guys. Because this is a save file, so because of that, The towns do already have some things in it, and I do believe Newcrest does have a residential area already. Oh no, it doesn't either. It just has that one house there, and then there's a house here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think as far as where would be a good place, because like she was in San Myshuno, and also Akira had that place out in Glimmerbrook, but he hated that place. Like, it was beautiful, but he doesn't like that style of decor, so he was always crabby every time he was at his house. And then she lives in Brindleton Bay, so just let me know where you guys think would be a good place for them to maybe go if they decide to grow their family up, which I would assume they probably will. I seriously doubt it's just going to be Bran as their only kid. I mean, the likelihood of that is probably slim. So let me know what you guys think about that. So once again, she has eaten and she is sick. Like, it's every single time she eats. It's really annoying. And she is tired, so I am just going to let her go ahead and come up here and have herself a little bit of a nap. And Bran's good, and Akira's just working, so I will fast forward until either she wakes up or Akira comes home from work. Okay, I had a message come in that a coworker is on hour 17, energy drink 24, and it's starting to get ripe in the QA pit. Seeing as no one is going home anytime soon, Akira can play this two ways. 1, whip out the men's body spray, or B, number 2, tell Foulboy next to him to go wash up. I think he would actually tell him to go wash up. Oh, he had a performance loss. You know, every time. It never fails. I always pick the wrong thing. Alright, so Akira is home. I'm just going to have him come up and bond with Bran. I hear you've been building your prowess. Do you want to duel me? You know, I think that's a great plan. So we're just going to hop over to the magical realm and duel this nice little witch here. And as you can see, she is just going ahead and heading herself over to the battlegrounds so that we can duel with her. She's taking her sweet little time. Let's speed it up, shall we? Alrighty. Okay, we've arrived. Let's see if she's gotten any better. She's like, I'm starving, but oh no, she's got to go to the bathroom. It'll be fine. Raven, you're busy. Do what you do. Come on. Fight. Are we gonna duel? Are we ask for training or duel? Let's duel for knowledge.
Floy my Sharnu? Yoyum.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Fumio.
Oh, dang. Come on, Raven.
Arabeo.
Oh, no, you're gonna get beat again.
Next Onza. Ashley.
Guys, I think she just won. What does it say? Wait. What's it say? It was all skill from winning a magic duel. Raven sees Victory's face. She then realized it was her. Guys, Raven, I'm so proud of you. Look at how you don't look very happy about it. Like, Raven, you literally just won. Why do you look so sad? And you're all broke out? Like, it's just not a good day or what? Okay, well, that's fine. What? Another one?
Sabu.
Boomio! Surfneo! Oh!
Come on, Raven. No, 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 no. Oh, dear. Okay, all that time you got beat up. Charged. Spellcasting is more powerful, but success chance is slightly decreased. There's also the possibility of becoming cursed, so cast carefully. Okay. Alright, well... Okay. How about you go on home? I don't think you need to sleep on the bench. You can go home. You won one and you lost one. So, she is getting better. She's not great, but she's getting better. Okay, so it is very early in the morning, and as you can see, Akira has gotten up and is just grabbing himself a bite to eat, and then he's going to go and have himself a bit of a bath. And then I don't think... Yeah, he works today, so we will have him go ahead and just finish up playing these video games that he needs for his job. And obviously he does still need to get that programming up, but I don't know if he's going to have time to do that or not. So we'll just have to see. And then for Raven, she is just getting a little bit of sleep, it looks like, but I don't really know why. Get up, Raven. Okay, let's reset her. Okay. Go downstairs and get yourself something to eat as well. And then I'm actually just going to get her to handle Branwen here, because she is not feeling great. She's got herself a bit of a dirty nappy. So we'll get that changed up, and then Raven is just going to work on some more of her magic. I think that would be good for her. What is this? Meditate or do yoga for 6 hours. So I need to get her something so that she can do that. But I really just don't have the room here in this house for it. So that may be something that's going to have to wait for her to be able to meet those aspirations. Well, sounds like Akira's having a little bit of a fun time. Okay, love her. There we go. She's like, there we go, let's change you. And Mommy's just gonna love you now. Oh, sweet girl. They're so cute together. It just warmed my heart. And what about you? He's tired. Okay, I'll let you have yourself a bit of a nap before work, I guess. And then once you're done with your nap, you're going to have to come down here and play games to get that finished. And she's good other than, I don't know, maybe she does need to have a bit of a nap herself, but... So neither one of them really got a whole lot of sleep last night. They were loving each other. And so I do think that she would just kind of be like, all right, well... Wondering if, you know... Probably wondering if anything came of that. So as you can see, I'm just going to have her get all of these things here around the house picked up, and then I'm going to... Akira, you should probably get up. What time is it? Work in 3 hours? Okay. She's just like dealing with the household chores and things of that nature, as we know. I'm going to have her take a pregnancy test just to see if anything came of that. I don't think probably there was. I haven't really noticed her acting like there's anything going on, but you never can tell.
Mabiza Shivu!
All right, come on, come eat. Okay, so she did get all of the food. There was lots of potatoes. We don't really need potatoes because we have a fridge full of potatoes, but we do have some mushrooms here and some lettuce and some aubergines and some eggs. She's not pregnant. Okay, I didn't think so. Like I said, I hadn't seen any like thought bubbles after they had kind of messed around, but I did just want to make sure, just in case. I wanted you to actually do some gaming. Are you just not wanting to do that today or what? Like, you work in 2 hours. Get in there and do a little bit of work. All right, so she's just going to have herself a nap. Both of the girls are napping. Why do I have to make this decision?
Bina.
What decision are you making? Clearly there's something that he's not happy about, but I'm not sure what that is. So I do think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave this episode here. And on the next episode, she is going to be getting some training done with Michaela and just trying to get that skill built up since they aren't expecting another Babalaroo. We still have a few days left before Branwen ages up to a toddler, so I want to get as much magic done as I can before that takes place. And as we well know, Akira's other daughters, I think they're both girls. Let's take a look. Yeah, so Amari and Jana both have just aged up into toddlers. So we may actually go over there and let him see the girls because, well, they have a sibling. And so I do think that, unfortunately, this is going to be, like, they're going to be in their lives. So that is going to be our next episode, some brushing up on magic and some training. And then Akira is going to go meet his 2 daughters that he had with Nina Caliente. And we are going to see how that kind of bodes for us. But for now, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, Jiminy is getting on in years. The poor old fella. Hope there's a few more pets left until the Reaper comes for a visit. That's really sad. So Jiminy was our first chicken on the farm here, and he's old. And so that's really sad. But don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live. And I will see you guys in the next Birch Legacy series episode. Bye, y'all.